guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily Jean if you guys are new here. I feel so good to be sitting here and filming this video. I haven't filmed in so long, you guys. Sometimes it's hard to tell the time period with things online because when I film is never the day I post. First, I want to apologize just for being a little bit quieter the past week, but I have just been having such a good day today and have so many exciting videos for you now, and I'm feeling a little more confident in myself. I just put this little red lipstick on for this video. Just wanted to do like a little life update Q&A because I feel like everything has been a little all over the place, and I also just launched my podcast and I also have a merch launch now, so it's kind of like I've been quiet while have still a lot going on, and it's just been hard to share online during these times, if I'm being honest with you. Not really as motivated to want to post and share and film because the internet is so sensitive, and it's already been hard enough posting like through quarantine and getting crap and stuff for every little thing you do and everyone nitpicking you apart. So also excuse Olive, I don't know if you hear her, she's being like really loud back there and she has a bell. I don't know if my mic is actually picking that up, but we are just letting her play while we film today. Of course, I have my coffee. You guys know me. I am going to purchase actually, you know what, right now, we are going to purchase some Emma Chamberlain coffee because I want to film that video for you guys. I mentioned it in the last video and I got a few comments that were saying yes, yes, yes. I have my laptop sitting right here. Always have iced coffee sitting next to me and it just makes sense, and I've recently been loving Emma like way more lately, which I also do need to film my favorite like who I watch on YouTube video because I think that will be fun. So what should we get? I want to get the coffee bag. Her coffee comes in these bags, like tea bags. Make it like a cold brew basically that way. Steeped bags. Original blend, 10 of the steeped bags. And then I want to try, I think the early bird has the most caffeine. Ooh, we'll do the Careless Cat as like a half caffeinated one. Okay, if they have any accessories that we want. This is so fun, you guys. I feel like we have to get a cup if we're gonna be drinking her coffee. I really want the mason jar, but it's sold out. Come on, Emma has to have like a coupon code for her own coffee, right? Checking out, we got 3 different coffee bags. This video will be on my channel soon because I'm gonna film it right away. I'm excited. Yeah, I just wanted to film like an updated Q&A. I just feel like I've been a little MIA. I think this year and this time, and especially around election right now, I think it's okay to take a step back. Everything is still just a bit slower and I'm still allowing myself to be that way because soon our world will eventually start to pick up again, or at least I believe it will, and you know, we won't be in this like slow pace for the rest of your life. So I've just been trying to like take it in and not be too hard on myself if I don't post for a whole week and I do take a step back. Even with my podcast launching and everything, I feel like there's just so much pressure, and it's not even like making excuses for it because that's also obviously real too. I have been unmotivated, I have been feeling lazy, but that's what it is right now. So I am now feeling like really good. I woke up this morning at a good hour, got a good night rest, and it was actually like so sunny and beautiful out in Michigan today, and it's gonna be that way for the rest of the weekend, and today's actually only Wednesday, so I'm really excited about that. I already filmed a Get Ready With Me that will be going up on Monday. Now I'm filming this and I just feel like I'm being productive, and that has been lacking in my life lately. Oh, so yeah, my podcast did launch. It launched last week on Tuesday, the Kind Minds podcast. So the first episode is live. You can listen to it on pretty much every platform that you listen to your podcast. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all the other little ones, and yeah, it's available. So there's actually not a second episode this week, unfortunately, because of just my unmotivation, to be quite honest with you. So the second episode will be live next Tuesday, and I'm really excited about it. Yeah, the first episode is all about like my full journey as being a YouTuber and how it even all started, and I kind of like go through the whole timeline until the very end. So it's kind of just like a easy episode I could start with. But I will be talking about like so many different things on there. I just want it to be like an open space, somewhere happy and kind where we can talk about all the real stuff, because I feel like YouTube entertaining side, and I want my podcast to be a little bit more intimate and, you know, conversational. So if you guys have any topics or anything that you think would be great to talk about on the podcast, just me as a solo episode or maybe even with a guest, let me know in the comments down below. It would really, really help. Or send me DMs on the Kind Minds Instagram. That would help me out a lot because I want you guys to love it, and I need a little direction and help with that. And the last thing that I want to announce is that my fall merch drop is now available. I can't even say it's really fall now because this has gotten pushed back. We're already into the first week of November, which is crazy, but I have new pieces launched for EJB merch, and I am wearing the first piece right now. This is the Rest Stay Positive graphic, and it says stay positive. It's like repeated like that. This saying has been something very important to me since I was like 16 and I started this journey, and I think it's crazy how this saying is even more relevant in my life in 2020 than it was when I first started kind of like bringing it up in my life. And even though it's so simple as something as staying positive, it is a daily reminder to get me over those humps. And I just think it's crazy that like I needed this more now in 2020 than ever. And yeah, so this is the first design. I'm absolutely obsessed with this sweatshirt color. It's a nice lightweight material and I absolutely love it. It is a hoodie version, and just like my last summer collection, this will only be one size, and that one size technically translates as a unisex large, adult large. The other item that I have is actually just a Kind Minds crew neck. I'll pop a picture of it on the screen. It's a black crew neck, just like all my other crew necks. It just has the white Kind Minds logo on it. It's so comfy and cute. I love the black and white graphic. I like love that type of graphic, especially like under a winter coat or something. So yeah, those are the two pieces that are available, and I actually do have international shipping now. It's a little bit complicated because again, I am doing this all by myself, but when you check out, you should be able to select where you live, and you will have to pay a higher price tag on shipping, unfortunately. And yeah, if you guys have problems entering your address, always DM me on Instagram because I may have to like add your country to my shipping list, but I tried to add as many as the main ones that I know of. Really, really excited. You guys can shop them down below at my website, www.emilyjeanbeauty.com. I'm gonna try to start linking my Kind Minds podcast on there too, so just kind of like a one-stop shop for everything. That is the announcements. If you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, you should hit that subscribe button. I have all these questions here, so I think I'm just gonna start at the bottom. Okay, so we kind of were already talking about this, and there's multiple in here saying, how are you staying positive during these times? Ways to de-stress and refocus on your goals, things like that. And I think it's kind of what I said earlier. It's just being okay and taking a step back. I'm very fortunate where I can like take a week break from my job technically, and I can still, you know, make things work. I know not everybody has that privilege, so I definitely like recognize that. But I think just knowing you can take a step back from things and don't feel guilty about it, relax, watch a movie, just do some simple things that make you feel happy and at peace. And that's been helping me. I've been doing so much more of that now than I ever did before, but I needed a lot more than I ever did. So I'm trying not to feel guilty about having more relaxing time than I used to. Lots of questions about Kitty. How's your little baby Kitty? How's Olive doing? And she's amazing. She's right there. She has been so good, you guys. All of a sudden, like within 2 weeks, she literally flipped a switch and has just become so mature. After she turned 1, I feel like she just kind of grew out of her kitten stage, which is so nice because she's not like crying and whining as much. She still definitely plays, but she just seems more like an adult cat and has been so great. Her eye is amazing. I bought her a little collar and has a little bell on it, and I do need to order her name tag just in case she ever gets outside, because she has gotten outside, and sometimes I will actually let her outside or take her on her leash, but I do want her to have a collar on pretty much 24/7 just in case she actually gets lost. Another update that I don't really want to talk about, and I've been trying not to like bring me down, and one of the reasons I've been kind of quiet and distant is on last week, what day was it? On Thursday, I believe it was Thursday, you guys. Like, I literally don't even know when this all started getting bad, like past couple weeks have kind of been a blur for me, and then I went and visited Kyle after and like tried to get everything off my mind and like have our time up there together. So last week we had to put down our English bulldog Roxy, and we actually didn't even get the chance to put her down. She passed away in my dad's car on the way to the vet, and yeah, so she was my first, like she was the first dog that we got as a full family before my parents got divorced. We like picked her out as a puppy. We visited all these breeders. Like I remember it so vividly. I was like the perfect age of like getting our first puppy. We had dogs before that when we were younger, but like the first dog I remember was already my parents before I was born, and then the second dog like my little brother never really knew. So Roxy was like our first dog that we raised as a family, and she was like our dream dog. English bulldog was like everything we all wanted, and I love her so much. She was the sweetest girl ever, but they have a very short lifespan. It's like 8 to 10 years, and she turned 10 in May, so she was like 10 and a half. For the past couple of years now, we knew that she was getting old and she was struggling with walking and little things like that, but she was always very healthy, going to the vet on a regular basis, and literally within like a couple weeks, guys, things just started going downhill so fast. And I guess that's normal for dogs, which it's not normally talked about, which I just think is so crazy that people don't like know that. It's just that once dogs hit that age limit, it's like they can be healthy one week and the next week it's time to go. And I mean, I don't even want to get into specifics, but like things just started hitting her really quickly. Like gravity took hold of her body like literally within a week, and she just couldn't walk anymore. She couldn't go up the steps to go outside, so she couldn't go to the bathroom by herself, and she couldn't get up to drink water by herself. Like it got really, really bad. And it was pretty visual for us to see. My God, I'm sorry. I think it was so hard because it was so visual. Like she was struggling so bad. So that day we literally like called my mom. We had kind of like said our goodbyes to her, and my dad called the vet to take her in the next morning. Woke her up, took her in the next morning, and she passed away like on the way to the vet, and the vet is literally around the corner from her house. So my dad likes to believe that she knew that she wanted to pass away with my dad in peace in the car, and that's how she went out. So now she is all happy and safe and up above us, living her best life up there. So that happened. It's been hard. I feel like a lot of my emotions are kind of coming out right now because I've kind of tried to like not talk about it too much. But yeah, that happened last week. That was a huge life update. It's been a little weird around the house, and I think what's also kind of weird is like Olive, I got in quarantine. She's a new addition to my life, which still kind of is crazy to me, and I love her to death. And then we also have our other little Chihuahua that my dad kind of saved through quarantine. That was really random, and thank God for that. But it is weird having like these two pets that are so new to our family and like not any of like our deep connections anymore now that Harry is gone and Roxy is gone. So my heart is a little bit sad. I was actually thinking I want to record a podcast episode about like dealing with the death of pets, and like what lessons you learn from that and things like that, because I feel like that's a pretty good topic and something that people don't want to talk about all the time, but something that's very real and everyone goes through. So that's that update. And I know so many of you guys used to watch Roxy in all my videos, and there's like Roxy fans literally on here. Like if you're a bulldog lover, you guys just know. And I love you guys. Thank you for always showing so much love to like my little pets and, you know, just being a part of my life. So it's sometimes even more emotional to like share when like big updates like that with you guys, because you've been on that journey with me. Okay, let's move on. Next question. Any moving out plans? Do you and Kyle ever talking about moving in together? What's your future looking like? Like lots of things about moving out and involving Kyle I am seeing in here. So yeah, definitely planning that. I mean, since the time I moved back in from my condo, first experiencing it, if you guys like didn't watch that video and stuff, I do have stuff talking about that. My whole goal was to come home and be home for the next while, and my next place I move out to will kind of be like officially out of the house move. So I've been trying to stay home and figure out my financials and saving, like kind of getting all that under my belt, and as well as Kyle's finishing up his last year at Michigan State. So it's kind of like we're just taking this time to relax. Obviously really worked out with moving back home pre-COVID, and we are planning to move in together when we can. It's nothing official yet, we still have lots of time, and nothing really probably from a year for now. I guess technically we do have plans, we have chatted about it, and we just don't really know what the future holds right now for both of us, as far as Kyle and a job opportunity that he might have, and as far as where I actually want to be and where he might want to be location wise. But I would say the goal for right now is to kind of finish out this year and wait till the next fall for kind of a fresh, hopefully fresh start in the world, to be moving out and finding like the perfect place. I definitely think about it often, you guys. I'm like crazy about the design thing, so I like furniture shop and apartment shop like it's a hobby. Like I literally do it every day, and even though I'm not like really looking for one right now, it's just so fun to me. So yeah, I guess there's plans, but no like official plans to move out just yet. Okay, we are back. It is literally like almost dark outside now. You guys, the sun goes down so fast. It's only like 5 o'clock. But my phone died while I was trying to read the question, so I'm charging that now. I want to be honest with you guys, and it's not even like being honest, I just feel like I don't really show a lot of this part of my life. With going and visiting Kyle up at school, it's really hard for me, especially lately, to like stay on top of my shit, because I go there for the weekend and I end up staying an extra day or whatever, because we're really just like laying low there, and Kyle's literally my best friend, so we can just like hang out and do nothing and be so satisfied, which is like not always the best thing. And it's also like it's hard for me because I'm trying to let him enjoy his last year and, you know, take in that like last college moments that he has and that I also share with him, and that's why it's kind of okay to step back. But then it is really hard for me to come back home and like put into work mode, and I'm alone and working like 24/7, and then I go on the weekends and like have fun with Kyle and his roommates and like our little small group of friends there. And it is hard. So usually when like I'm not posting on the weekends or things like that, that's usually why, because I'm enjoying my time with them, and I can't like push a camera in their face all the time when I'm up there with roommates, and just life up there is different with college right now, and I wish I could be filming like college videos and taking you guys to like parties and like real stuff, but none of that's happening, so I can't even like do that, if you know what I mean. Like there's literally nothing to even show there, so it is hard for me, and it is harder for Kyle to come home. So weekends when he does get to come home, it's really exciting because we get to do like a lot of fun activities here, and it's just easier to kind of like do our own thing here in a way. But I do want to get better just at like being home more and focusing on my stuff and having a better separation with that, because it is really hard, especially now when I am so lenient with it. I feel like I need to be more strict with myself, so I'm just kind of like filling you guys in on that. My phone's charged, so let me go grab my phone and we can answer a few more questions, and then we will wrap up this video. I feel like I've talked about a billion different things, which was kind of the point of this video. Okay, so moving on to the next question. Somebody asked, what is your favorite part about your relationship with Kyle? I could say so many things about Kyle, and I love him so much. We are truly like soulmates, and I feel like that is my favorite part about him. Like he like is my best friend no matter what, and we were friends before we ever started dating. And I feel like that like base connection that we have is just unmatched with anybody I know. Crazy because we're very, very different, but also very, very similar. I always tell him that like our heart and souls are the same, but like our brains and minds work completely different ways. And so like how we match together is just everything. Somebody asked what my biggest goal is right now, and a lot of people always ask like what your goals are, what your future plans are, things like that. And honestly, guys, right now, since life has been so just stressful and filled with anxiety, and it's 2020, dude. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, I feel like everybody relates to this in some way or another. And honestly, my goals right now are taking care of myself and having a pretty steady routine, being on top of my work, being on top of my social life, and just having my life pretty balanced and calm. That is literally my goal right now. Like, that's all I want, because it has been emotional roller coaster, and it's not like any specific thing. It's just this year has been so hard, and so many just so much negativity, I feel like, and that's honestly my goal. I don't have any big future plans right now because I can't see that far into the future. Even with my March launch and my podcast, I'm still just taking a more chill, relaxed vibe to it. Like, I am my own boss to where I can control those things, and I'm just letting this time be more calm. Also Vlogmas coming up, like that's a big goal, is to really hit all the Vlogmas days, because every year I've done it, I think I've definitely missed, especially the end week is really hard coming up to Christmas. So my goal is definitely to hit Vlogmas hard this year. I feel like everyone will be like stuck at home, cold outside, and Vlogmas will be where it's at, watching lots of Vlogmas. But I want to stay on top of my Vlogmas for you guys. So I guess that's a pretty good goal, I would say, for like the near future. Somebody asked, are you feeling better now that you're back home, anxiety, depression? So I guess this goes back to when I moved out to my condo, and if I'm moving out soon again, and then being home and all that. Like, I am so much happier home. It was the right decision to come back home and stay here for a while, especially right before COVID. Like, I probably would have came home regardless when COVID hit. So it just ended up working out timing wise. I'm in that stage, and I feel like most of you guys are. We're in our early 20s. It's just a very transitional period where you're kind of like this, and that's what it is. And I feel like I've noticed that, and I've accepted it, because pretty soon I am going to be on my own for good and more of a steady future. So why not just enjoy the transition period for what it is? And it's okay not to have answers all the time and know where you're going to be next. And I think that's what a lot of my like anxiety always stemmed from, and being in the condo and just being alone all the time and not feeling like I was happy and set there. It didn't feel like the right place, and I felt like I rushed it. So being back home has helped me. This whole year has really helped me take a step back, and I'm excited to like move forward from it. Yeah, I hope that answers that question. I feel like all these questions kind of like relate to each other, and that's why I wanted to film this video. I feel like I just wanted to do a little update with you guys and talk about all this little stuff. So what fall drinks have you been loving lately? When I go to Starbucks lately, I have been getting espresso shots, just straight up. I've just been wanting the caffeine and not drinking like as much liquid and milk. Like, I just want the coffee. If you're a coffee lover, highly recommend. I never really like thought to order it out, so it's been like my new order. I'll get a double espresso on ice with some cream. Sometimes I'll do a hot espresso with cream, maybe add like a little bit of cinnamon, tall cup, and I just like slowly sip on that through the morning. I don't know, I really enjoy it. It's not really a fall drink though. Just adding like cinnamon and nutmeg into your regular coffee will like literally turn any drink into like just a little fall cozy drink. That's what I got this morning when I walked to Starbucks. I just added like a little bit of cinnamon in it, and it made it a little bit fallish. This question didn't really say Starbucks, but here I am listing like all the Starbucks orders. I did recently pick up the blueberry lavender milk at Trader Joe's, and I've been making blueberry matchas, which I actually found from Tara Michelle on YouTube. If you guys don't watch her, you definitely should. I'm sure you do. She's amazing. It's not necessarily fall, but it's so good. You find the milk like in the just regular aisle of Trader Joe's. It's not cold or anything, but you do have to refrigerate it once you open it, and it is so yummy. So I basically make like a shot of matcha, and then I pour the rest of blueberry milk, and I sometimes do a little bit of vanilla sweetener to make it extra sweet. So if I want like a sweet fruity drink, usually like I'll have a matcha later in the day when I don't want another coffee, but I do want a little bit more caffeine. If I have like more work to do or something, I'll make that at home, and it has been delicious. Those are my fall drinks, and yeah, that's gonna complete this video. You guys, it's literally pitch black outside. I've been filming all day. Like, I'm happy to be like back, I guess. You know, it's just the roller coaster of posting online and things like that, but I love you guys so much. Don't forget about my new merch, the Reste Positive hoodie and the Kind Minds crew neck. I will link my website down below and all the fine details in the description if you guys ever want to know anything. That will all be down there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much. Have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!